Hi everyone, back again. In my previous video I mentioned about something that I couldn't remember. Mine's just all over the place at the moment, so anyway, I've remembered what it was I wanted to discuss. What it is that just recently I've made contact with lots of my old friends. I'm going to use the term old friends because it's been about 9 years since I last saw any of them. They didn't know that I had transitioned, and I thought I'd make contact with them because I just felt it was the right time to sort of tell them. I suppose partly because I have this operation coming up. Not that anything bad's going to happen, but you never know, and I just didn't want any sort of loose ends, for a better term, to be sort of left behind. So I didn't want my family to have to sort of explain to old friends, etc. I felt that it was something that I had to do, and I felt it was the right time to sort of do this. So that's why. Sorry, my dog's here again. That's why I've decided. Well, I did decide to sort of contact them. Anyway, the only way I could think of actually contacting them was through Facebook. Not the best of methods, I guess, but it seemed, well, to me anyway, it seemed the only way I could really do it. So, I mean, the way that I done it is I set up a profile in my old name, something that I didn't really want to do, but I just thought it may be better doing it that way. So anyway, I set up a profile in my old name. I'm not going to use any gender terms or anything. So it does made in. And then I sent sort of like friend requests only to a couple of people. But on this old profile, or this profile of my old name, I did put a brief description. Didn't go into too many details, but I put a brief description about who I am, how I got to where I am. Again, not going into too many details. And yeah, I sent them friend requests, and then just waited. And it only took, I suppose, a couple of days or so, and they started to contact me, my old friends. And I mean, you may well be watching this now, which is good, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm pleased that I've sort of made contact and that they all seem okay. At the moment, we've not met face to face or anything, but we've spoken online. So yeah, I mean, I was quite overwhelmed actually at the reception that I got. Sort of everyone seems accepting and understanding, which I'm just really grateful for, because I've been through enough stuff really, and I'm not looking for sympathy or any sort of pity or anything like that, but it's just nice to sort of have such good friends that I never realised that I had actually. I kind of didn't like the way that I felt that I had to sort of deal with being transgendered. For me, I just had to get out of the town where I grew up in, and I sort of moved away partly because of a new job that I had, moved to London, and I kind of purposely excluded myself from sort of making contact, or excluded myself from my old town and sort of my old friends, and avoided making contact with any of them because I knew that I had to think about things, and the time spent away sort of in isolation effectively. I did have other friends that I sort of made to do with my new to do with the work that I was doing in London, but the time away and sort of like purposely excluding myself from sort of making contact with them felt like I was sort of disconnecting from my old self, the old person. So yeah, 9 years passed, and since making contact with my old friends, or for a better explanation, friends, it's nice to be in touch with them again and to sort of just see how much they've moved on and how things are different. Obviously 9 years is quite a long time, so things are very different now. I don't want to make this video too long. Just trying to sort of make sure I cover everything really. So, I mean, if any of you are watching this video, all I can say really is just thanks. It's been amazing, like the acceptance I've had, and even from not so much immediate friends, but their families and other people that are sort of, well, new obviously, but wouldn't have classed as friends as such. Well, they were more like friends of friends, and family members of friends, etc. So yeah, I mean, I've sort of been in contact with people that I haven't spoken to for years, which is really, really nice. Kind of gets a bit lonely, or you feel isolated when you when you go through transition. I'm lucky that I've had like my best friend sort of with me through my transition, which has been such a blessing really, because she's been so supportive, and just sort of helped me through the difficult times, and I'm sure she'll continue to do that as well in the future. Got to stop saying does my head in. Nearly said it again. I'll get there eventually. There we go. So we're up to 8.5 minutes already, so I'm going to have to wrap this up now. So once again, just thanks to everyone. If you are watching this, you know who you are. The next step, I guess, I can understand that it's difficult for some of you to accept this news about myself, but give it time and I'm sure things will work themselves out. I'm kind of the same person but different, obviously, but let's see what happens anyway. Summer's coming up, so let's hope it's nice weather, and I'll no doubt be going to visit my family, so the next step is possibly a meet-up, I suppose. But there's enough time. Spent 9 years away, so another few months ain't going to make a difference, is it? Anyway, big thanks to everyone, and yeah, that's all I can say really. It's just been great. So thank you, and speak to you soon. Yeah. Okay, bye for now.